Good evening, everyone. All of you out there in the great Sargasso Sea. I hope you're doing well. Happy Valentine's Day to any and all that wish to celebrate, and to those that don't, a happy day after Friday the 13th. I hope that you are all doing well. I had a very cool, very chill, low key day with my family. It was very fun. I got to have way too damn much sushi. Um, I bought some cool little things. I got a little Kermit the Frog keychain. It was a good time. Yeah, it is Happy Captain Cook died while trying to kidnap someone day. Let's all remember the reason for the season: anti colonialism. But yeah, I had some plans for this evening, and unfortunately, they kind of fell apart. But you know what? That's okay. The best laid plans of mice and men and cosmic horrors, etc., et al. Ampersand and asterisk. So we're just gonna hang out and chill and have some fun. Hallmark said, kill your inner oppressor with your loved ones. Exactly. You know what? I think that's something. I think there's no greater form of love than killing your inner oppressor. Kill the thing that oppresses you, and kill the part of you that oppresses other people. So I'm just kind of hanging out, kind of being chill. I don't really have a whole lot planned, honestly, but I wanted to stream cuz I like it. I like hanging out with folks. So, I guess my question is like, do we like find a game to play, or do we just like put a game on and vibe while I do something moderately brainless? You know? I mean, I'm fine with either way. I could do my magic dailies, or uh could find a game. I am not familiar with what synthetic is. Let me look that up. Is that synthetic? Ooh, Jesus Christ, this video's so loud. This looks interesting. Also, of course, I get the hiccups as soon as I go live. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't my diaphragm betray me? Okay, yeah, that looks pretty interesting. Uh, we could do more of uh Shadows of the Afterland, but I kind of want to like have a little bit more advanced warning on that because I'd like to have people come back and enjoy the story that want to. It is interesting. I do suggest it to everyone as a joke, but it's also one of the most played games for many good reasons. You know, that's fair. That's fair. I'm looking through Steam to see if there's anything good to play, and I don't know if this is just me. I don't know if I'm reporting on myself by doing this, but my new and trending is always just game that everyone already knows about or porn game. There is no middle ground, and it's just tiring because it's like, no, I would rather know about like cool things nobody knows about. That's just Steam's algo. It's brutally bad. Okay, cool. Because, like, I won't lie. I've purchased some games of adult content, mostly because I thought that they were hilarious. But so I'm like, I don't know if I've just permanently tainted the well with this, or if this is just like how it is on this bitch of an earth, you know? And like everyone's like, "Oh, you should play Mugenics," but I was never really an Isaac fan. Like no shade to it, like no hate, but like it just never was my thing. It was like a fun thing, and then I was like, I've had enough. I don't need to play anymore. I certainly don't need to try and unlock every single part of this. Uh, roadside research, eh. And then popular upcoming. Hope you like more porn games. Specials, yeah, Cyberpunk, uh, Dark Souls, Resident Evil 2. Yeah, nah. I mean, in that case, I think I'd just rather go through what I have right now. There's one horny game that I've played, not on Steam, and everyone says that you should play it for the story, and they're all wrong because you should play it for the jokes. Its sense of humor is so fucking good. Good to know. Uh, the story is pretty intriguing, but not as amazing. Let's see. Maybe I should take this as like motivation to like actually beat a game that I have purchased and like not done jack nor shit with. Uh I could play Look Outside, but I mean the one thing like I really love Look Outside. But it's one of those things that like so many people I know are like, I don't know if I can handle spooky stuff, and it's like, but I want to play, I want to play spooky stuff, and I want to share the spooky stuff with you. Plus, Look Outside has a fair amount of humor mixed in with it as well. Uh, what else have we got? Spook up, get them spooks on. Let's see, what else have I got that I could play that I've like never actually committed the time to finishing. I love to raise a rat baby into a mercenary and give it a gun. Hey, I mean, you give up an arm for that little fucker. The least he could do is shoot somebody with a gun for you. All right, what else we got? Anything else good? Cassette Beasts, Children of the Sun, but as much as I love the trippy bullshit in that one, I just feel like it's not incredibly worth an arm. That is true. That is true. Uh, what else we got? Clock Tower, Coffee Talk, uh, Dead Space. Oh, these are all my games. These aren't the games I have installed. There's no way I could install these and stream at the same time. It would take for fucking ever. Let's go with what I actually got installed. So, uh, we could play Princess Game, Galaxy Princess Zorana, try and keep a young noblewoman from getting murdered to death. Killer Frequency. Let's see what else. Or I could just go brainless and play some Mullet Mad Jack. You know what? Tell you what. I'm gonna play a little bit of a warm up. I'm gonna play some magic. I apologize to everybody who knows better than to play this. I'm dumb and I can't help myself. There's a villainous tactics game I want to get. Oh, tell me about it. Okay. And application capture. Adjust audio. No music. Cool. Okay. Blue and red spells. Well, buddy, have I got the deck for you. We're gonna try Simulacrum Shooter. See how it does. Wolf Wings! Hello! Let me get your custom, bespoke, one-of-a-kind, handcrafted, artisanal, once in a blue moon hello ready for you. Wolf Wings, of all the towns in all the world, you had to walk into mine. You think you can just come in here after what you did to my partner? You got a lot of nerve. But I like that. I like that gumption, that chutzpah. Alright, you can stay, but I got my eye on you. Great villainous strategy of Lily. Interesting. I will have to look at that after this. Surveil. Intertapped. How is it one of a kind if it happens once in every blue moon? Oh, because I will make sure that there is never a blue moon again. Don't worry. That moon is gone, buddy. Believe me. Thanks, bastards. Thanks, bastards. Ran. I took the goods and ran. I took the goods. Oh god, great, it's these assholes. We got a Jeskai control deck, everybody. Jeskai control. Alright. It'd be really cool if I could get some good stuff. Thankfully, I have this. Silence. I need to get one more blue land. Thanks, bastards. It's a ran. Thanks, bastards. No, wait, I need to get 2 blue. Ah, damn. And ran. Don't worry, literally what I was worried about. Alright, so this is going to be an interesting match because I keep not drawing the color that I need so that I can activate Mistrise because I know they're just going to counter whatever I try to do. All around. Love Shady Grove. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Any day now. Any week now. Hooray, never been punished. Not even once. But I want to hold off on it. So, because I need to get one more. I need to play one more land so that I can play that one. Their whole thing is going to be building up to where they just eat everything that I have. Love. Okay, eat that. Okay, then we do that, and we run that out. Okay, there we go, there we go. Eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. This is my fake smile when I don't know where the brush I use to dust my tech is anymore. Yeah, so the whole thing that I'm trying to do right now is I need to play as many artifacts as I can before they get rid of this thing. So that I build up enough of these, and when they blow everything up, it hits them in the face. It's already too late. I hope the junkyard a few blocks from here someday burns down, and I hope the rising black smoke carries me far away, and I never come back to this town again. You would, you dumb baby. You little baby person. Good wife, and I hope you die. I hope we both die. Tomorrow, I hope it bleeds all day long. And say it's darkest before the sun rises. We're pretty sure they're all wrong. It stays dark forever. I hope the worst isn't over. And I hope you blink before I do. And I hope I never get sober. Could be years down the line, you can't find one good thing to say. Hope that if I found the strength to walk out, you'd stay the hell out of my way. I am drowning. There's no sign of land. You are coming down with me. Hand in unlovable hand, and I hope you die. Alright, make him waste the Ultima. That's good. That's good. Nothing there that we really particularly cared about that much, to be quite frank. that so they can't steal it with some dumb bullshit. It's my heart. Wow, you're really gonna waste it on that? Okay. Okay, that's fine. That works for me. Okay. All right. They've got the other Ultima. There we go. That's a good one. In a far off space. Alright, what you got? Okay, that's fine. Works for me, boss. Okay, I think I'm gonna hold off there. To the night. Okay, yeah. No counters. Got it. Cool, cool, cool. You're gonna dig for the Ultima. Okay, got it, got it. Okay, okay. 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 I think I'm gonna keep it like that. They'll blow up the one. Hopefully. They probably have like an Aetherize or some shit, though. Something that's gonna bounce everything to my hand if I swing. Make them waste it. Oh, God, we're so close. Do I have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they got me. Because I fucked up. I don't know how it got to second main. That was so annoying. God damn. Like, I did not click it that many times. Whatever. Oh yeah, I should probably update my... Not great, but if I can get a third land, it'll be good. Knowing me, though, that will not be the case. Never punished, not even once. Don't ever talk to me or my son again. Oh, this fucking deck. Okay. Yeah. Oof, seeing how much my tower is suffering for being on the ground now. Now I'm a little sad, because that means... Okay, no. I know what we need. I know what we need as a palate cleanser. We need war crimes. So let's play some Pioneer, shall we? And I'll try and do the most disgusting thing that I know how to do in a game of Magic the Gathering.
Not.
Yes, exactly. The two are synonymous. I should not keep this, but I will because I'm stupid. Never punished. Let's go. Yeah, counter it. Please waste your counters. I thrive on this. It is as they have foretold in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Yeah, you draw that card. You investigate. Bathe in the glow of Centauri. Proxima be careless and free. I'll make them waste 2 counters. I'm fine with it. Huh, they designed this card so the cool LEDs point at the ground. Thanks. Okay. Are you gonna try and beat me down? I mean, sure, I guess. Wow, you're really gonna waste it? Okay. Alright. Ugh, cling to dust. Gross. Okay.
Pounding heart, racing mind, surrender them to me. Fade into the shadows. Terror lurks among us.
Okay. Yeah, it turns out when I draw absolute dog shit the entire game, you get to win. So many lands. Okay. Well, we at least got the daily done. But I want to do the thing. I want to do the fun war crime. I probably should add that one that lets me not get countered in this. Ugh, this is going to be a painful mana base, but you know what? Sometimes it's worth it. Nothing I care about on that. And yeah, be gone. Six cylinders underneath the hood, crashing and kicking. Listen to the engine whine. Gonna make it through this year if it kills me. Yeah, come on, do it. Do it, you little baby. Games in a drunken haze. I was 17 years young. Knuckles punching the machines. Yeah, no, I don't really care about that one that much. Hung up, trading swigs from a bottle, all bitter and clean, clunking eyes, closing hands, twin high maintenance machines. I am gonna make it through this year. This is from Duskmorn. So it's basically a modern plane that got taken over by a demon and ghosts and shit like that. It's actually one of the better settings that they have created in the modern era. Because the whole premise is basically that, like, hey, there was a demon that expanded the boundaries of its prison until its prison was the world. This sucks. I have to draw exactly one draw spell and I have a chance to win. Otherwise, I am screwed. Oh no, I'm screwed. Yeah, I can't win because I don't have land. Yeah, that sucks. What a joke. I could have done it if they just didn't get this fucking Cathar out. That is my luck when it comes to Magic, is getting exactly what I need the turn that it's too late for it to do any fucking good. It's whatever the opposite of the heart of the cards is, the ass of the cards. Alright, let's try this. If we can get there, this will be good. If we can get there. But I'm going to assume they have turn one Thoughtseize and I'll lose. my Sphinx's tutelage. Oh wow, no, they're not the thing. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. What kind of crazy bullshit you got going on over here? Yeah, it's an infinite mill combo, for lack of a better way to put it. Corey Steelcutter, you sick fuck. No, I don't need a third water crystal. Thank you. This is my luck. This is absolutely my luck. Play a thing that searches the top of your library. No hits whatsoever. Absolutely goddamn none. So, no, I don't want to play against fucking Corey Steelcutter, card that never should have been fucking made. That is, like, I enjoy a lot of Magic the Gathering, but one thing that perpetually annoys me is that modern Magic just cannot stop power creeping things to absolute just stupidity. They're just like, what if we made a card that, like, the the first time that I really noticed it was Sheoldred the Apocalypse, because she's like only costs 4 mana, but she's a 4/5 with Death Touch that has a static effect that if you don't answer it, you will die. But no one will ever attack with it unless they know that you have nothing that blocks, and then it's just like, I'll just drain you the fuck out. And it punishes card draw. So finding an answer kills you. It's a miserable experience, is what I'm getting at. But then you get, like, really inspired design. Thalia is not that. Alright, what horseshit you got? Eat your Thalia. Okay. Okay, I got 6 in there. And then I eat my graveyard with Delve. All right, that's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny. All right, and then you're gonna skyclave it so that I don't use it against you, and that's fine. Oh, you're not. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed. Man, what dog shit hands I'm running tonight. God damn. I miss when overpowered cards were bad and unplayable. Like, exactly, right? I just generally miss, and there are a few exceptions in modern Magic, but I miss when cards had drawbacks. You know, when you had to like play smart with a card rather than just make sure this is in your deck and you get to win. Like Vivi and Corey Steelcutter and all this garbage they keep printing. And now that I have kill spells, I will be against a deck that they will be of no use. You watch. You watch. Ah, neat. Perish. You know, flash in a merfolk? No. No, you will not. Now stop that. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Cool. Collected company. Another garbage card. feel like they have another Tishana's. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just kind of screwed here again, unfortunately. Because I've only got 3. Yeah, just do it. Come on, you win. Wow, they didn't do it. I don't know why. And it sucks because they screwed me, so... God damn you. You... cuck. You absolute asshole. Oh well. What are you gonna do? One of these days, we'll get a good hand. I swear to God. I swear to God we will. The key thing is that I need the water crystal and I need Teferi's tutelage. And then when I get both of those... not great, but we'll see if we can make it work. Okay, okay. It's gonna suck, because they're gonna be able to play this and gonna be able to play a spell. They're gonna get the little stupid monk with prowess. Oh, and Monastery Swift Spear. Cool, 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 cool. Definitely not bullshit. Yeah, get him, get him, get him. That's a good thing about a mono red deck. They got a lot of red cards. Yeah, come on, come on. Do the thing. Say the line, Bart. We're probably dead, but oh well. Yep. Because it's absolute dog shit. No, I did not have fun, because Corey Steelcutter's a garbage card. Ban it at every format. Delete it from the collective unconscious. Like, I literally, while it was in standard, made a deck that the entire purpose of it was to hate Corey Steelcutter. And it still would beat me sometimes because it's that busted. If you have Corey Steelcutter, oh, okay. Again, not what I want. I don't want you to just give up because I have graveyard hate. Like, I want to mill you forever. Just let me do the thing. Please. I just want to put your library in your graveyard. Is that so wrong? I want to pick it up and I don't want to just move it over. I deserve it. Rain on your parade. I should not keep this. This has very little interaction. But maybe I'll get something off of Thundertrap Trainer. Wow. Nope. Nope. Man, it would be great if I could get a hand tonight. Just a hand. You know. Everybody else is getting their gas. But every anti-creature hand I have runs up against the control deck, and every anti-control deck hand I have runs up against the creature deck. Something. Chew. Or something. Where'd you go? Before something. Make them spend it. They obviously have the counter. Oh no. Okay, cool. Works for me. I feel like they probably have like a Mystics Mastery or some bullshit coming up. Turn one of their clues into... Okay. Alright, what you got? What you got? What you got? I have a feeling the card doesn't support HDMI to DVI cable, and that's why I'm not getting any. I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. Like, I just thought that you could always HDMI to DVI. In America. Yep, indomitable creativity. Yep. Oh, agent of treachery. Yeah, sure. You can use them. Yeah, they can just copy Agent of Treachery as the problem. So they eventually just get to steal all my stuff. Cool. I'm glad that I knew exactly what they were doing and couldn't stop it because I kept drawing garbage. uh, Should have held off, I guess, on it until it was just the Mizzix Mastery. Or sorry, the creative ingenuity, whatever it is. The you get to have whatever you fucking want and can put it on the battlefield for sacrificing 2 tokens. Garbage like that. Oh, it works? That's good. They probably have some disgusting thing. Yep. Of course they do. Of course they do. And of course I got the thing to get rid of it right after they used it. Why wouldn't that be the way things go? I I swear to Christ. What the hell? You could not ask for worse luck than to get that after they plot that. You couldn't. It's just Jesus Christ. Because like everything they had was buff spells, so it's like I don't have a kill spell, so I'm boned. Cool. Definitely not going to be a garbage degenerate, disgusting deck if they're playing Leyline of the Guild Pact. It will be. That was a lie. You have got to be fucking kidding me. You could just do it again, whatever. Your go. Your go. Your go. And it really doesn't matter at this point, because they have more mana than God. So, sure, whatever.
Right into battle.
I'm so tired. I'm tired of everything. I, I, I cannot get worse luck than these games. It's palpably impossible. Too much, I'll tell you that. God has too much mana. Cool. 2 water crystals, definitely useful. Not a garbage draw.
Let's pound these metal monstrosities into... Your story's not finished yet.
Of fucking course you got him back. Of course you did. Christ. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. None of this matters. Fucking goddamn. I mulliganed so that I got what I needed, and then every draw after that was like, oh, nothing, nothing. Like, you want another one of these things you can only play one of anyway, and is the high end of what you need? I got you. I got you. Okay. We got considers, which is good. Make him think I have a counter. Oh. Yeah, go nuts. Alright, here's hoping they don't have a good way to deal with enchantments. Let's go. Okay. You can keep doing that. God, you absolute chode. Ugh, they could just get it back with a fucking otter. God, Jesus Christ. Kill me. You gonna keep it on top? You gonna keep it on top? 'Cause you 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 Because if you are, I'm going to mill you. What you got? Yeah! Yeah! Oh, by all means. Go nuts, kid. Okay, and you get the bounce back. That's right. Go on. Okay, okay. Gonna be down to the wire. Oh, this sucks because I'm so close. But if I play this, I don't have enough to do the thing. I gotta risk it. God damn it, I was so close. I was so absolutely close. If I had one more draw spell, I could have done it. But I didn't have any way to draw after that. Oh, that's so annoying. They were the luckiest motherfuckers on the planet for having two of those bounce spells back to back. Because otherwise, I would have milled enough of their good stuff. Okay. I think we can make this work. Why do you keep giving me 2 water crystals? I don't want 2 water crystals. God damn, man. God damn it. It's just so obnoxious. Like, they always have exactly what they need. I could have done it, but they got that fucking Gem Razor, and if I had rushed it out, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because Gem Razor blows up an artifact or enchantment when it enters. So I'm screwed either way. Didn't get a counter until after they played it. Didn't get a kill spell. I mean, I guess I could have waited on the kill spell, but the Lovestruck Beast would have beat me down just as bad anyway. Okay, it's a reanimator deck. It's a night, I tell you. It is a night. If I weren't so dedicated to being stupid. And like the thing is, any other night, I would be doing this back to back to back to back to back. But it is Schrodinger's principle of streaming that anytime you want to show somebody a cool thing that you do in a game, everything in the universe will conspire against you to make sure that it does not happen. Not one goddamn time. And like that, like, just quit being a little baby. Oh no, I didn't get my absolute stone's fucking hand that lets me kill you instantly. I will not play. And it's like, cool. Thanks for being a real sport. Alright, let's try it. Probably won't work, but we'll try it. Do 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 do. Come on. Go on from here. Yeah, counter it. Do it. Do it, you little baby. Oh no, it's a haughty Jinn. Oh no, he's so haughty. Make them have it. Gotta make them have it. Nice. Surprised. Ah, of course they fucking have Valerian Terror. Of course they do. Yay! Ah, you rat bastard. You rat bastard. We keep getting so close. Guess who just played a Beat Saber on Linux? Linus Torvald. I mean, that was my second guess. My money, take my money. Oh, I am gonna pillage you. Please, God, if you're there, let me do it. Let me do the funny thing. We stand on the precipice, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary folk. We're through the looking glass now. All right, now watch. Ah! 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 It was beautiful. It was worth it. It was completely worth it. And they're trying to figure out how this happened. And they greet death with grace as they draw a card. I feel like we just had a moment, Chant. Okay, I can stop playing Magic now. I can stop. I can stop anytime. Or can I? But we do have 3 minutes until break, so I think I might hit up break a little early. Go get a beverage, and then we'll get back to it. So don't nobody go nowhere. I'll see ya in a moment. Okay, all right, we're back. We're back now. I'm thinking first and foremost, get that good sound. Grip it and rip it, baby. Slip that shit down. Let that big dog hunt. It has been gripped. It has been ripped. I have let that big dog hunt. So let me stop that. And let's see what we got. How you know what? Let's do something silly. Let's do something a little silly. Okay. Where you at? I know you're here. I seen you. Let me know if game audio is too loud. I have not tweaked it yet. Because it feels a little loud to me. Okay, and let me change the category. Galaxy Princess Zorana. You lie in your curtained bed, trying to relax your mind into sleep. What a rotten, rotten day. Your mathematical drills made your head hurt, your soup was served far too cold, and the heel of your favorite damson purple shoe snapped completely off on your way back to your room, making you stumble in front of your guards. Even your beloved pet. A cunning bionic hawk, a sinuous golden viper, or an all-consuming black blob. I think I'm leaning towards Black Blob. I think we're a Blob girl. What do you think? I'm getting the feeling we're Blob girl. Like we're that girl in class that has blobs on her trapper keeper, never shuts up about blobs. Ignored you during feeding time. It's bad enough that you had to leave all your friends and be dragged off to this floating palace just because you're the heir now. What's the point of being an imperial princess if you can't have nice things? Your father, the emperor, rules over all of civilized space. How dare your shoe betray you? This is not helping you get to sleep. Relax. Relax. You can get another shoe in the morning. Suddenly, there is a loud chime at your door. You don't care. You're in bed. You're not answering it. To your surprise, your room lights turn on by themselves. Someone else there has the power to override your settings. Your Imperial Highness, Princess Zorana, we are here to escort you to the cabinet room. Please rise and dress at once. Go away! I'm sleeping! It is an emergency, Your Highness. It is your father. Whatever my father wants, he can tell me in the morning. Princess, your father is gone. What? I'll be right there. Core blimey, we are. You make your way to a seat, still dazed. All around, government ministers, logothetes, and civil servants are shouting at each other in agitation. It doesn't seem real. Surely, the real you is still lying safe in bed. Adrift and confused, you stare up at the imperial portraits that overhang the cabinet table. Father, Mother, I never really knew either of you. Your mother died when you were very young. You barely remember her. You have only pictures and her name, Imperial Consort Melania of Crystal Nova, a place outside the Empire which you have never visited. Emperor Dragocene was a busy man with no allowance for a child's demands. You were raised on the American homeworlds by your governess in a series of boarding schools. You saw your father only at official functions, from a distance. You've only been here in the Heavenly Palace for a season, learning at his side, and now... Speak one at a time, or we cannot hear ourselves think. Mazarin, you are His Majesty's shadow, sworn to defend him at all times. How can you not know what happened? Were you not at his side? A male Miro raises his head. The Emperor received a message from the science labs that one of his top secret projects had made some kind of breakthrough. We went down to see it at once. One of the cabinet ministers, your father's logothete of science, immediately questions. What manner of project? The researcher was attempting to create short-ranged personal warp fields. The assembled ministers break out in shouts again, with cries of, "Impossible!" or "But the physics!" You don't understand any of the technobabble. No, this is a skill test. You will see bubbles like this throughout the game when your current skills or mood affect the outcome of the story. If you'd rather not know, you can disable test bubbles in the settings menu. Any school child knows the basics, though. Only very large ships and structures like this palace can travel through warp space to distant parts of the galaxy. No single person can teleport from a bedroom to a boutique, even if it would be very convenient to avoid crowds. We went to view the equipment and speak with the researcher. Dragocene sent me to another lab to check on some readings. He is my first loyalty, so I obeyed without question. Then I heard a sound of an explosion. I returned to the lab to find the equipment was destroyed and the researcher and the Emperor had disappeared. But there were no bodies. No. Were there any records of what tests were run? What the machine was trying to do? Where it might have sent them? No. Everything was destroyed. How can you know nothing? He didn't answer. No bodies. Is it possible that the experiment worked and your father was transported somewhere in the Heavenly Palace? That he's just injured, maybe, or unconscious, and that's why he's not here? It's more likely that he was thrown out into space, or sucked into another dimension, or ripped into tiny pieces and scattered like confetti. You wrap your arms around yourself and sink down into your chair as the ministers argue around you. All gone. Princess Zorana. What? You are the designated heir. It is your father. In your father's absence, it falls on you to make decisions for the Empire. You must decide what we do next. But
If the Emperor is dead, then the Empire must be informed and the official mourning period begun. However, with no body, the procedures are less clear. Should we officially announce Dragason's death, or delay the inevitable until an official investigation can be concluded?
No, we in it. This is our show now.
The Empire deserves to know the truth. We should announce it. Very well. Then this celestial ministry is permanently disbanded. Thank you all for your service. You may depart. Wait, what? Your Imperial Highness, this is your father's cabinet. His ministers who made their oaths directly to him. If he is no longer emperor, then those contracts are no longer valid. Their time is over, just like your dead-ass father's. Is that not what you wanted?
They're leaving you on your own? Nah, keep my decision.
That's correct. Make the announcements.
You don't need your father's ministers anyway. Most of the occupants of the room cleared out at this point, but a few remain. Sitio, of course, is not a minister, but a Vestarch, a civil servant. It is their job to carry out your orders and see to all those fiddly paperwork details. This woman, however, is something entirely different. She is the Imperial Thresher, head of intelligence and the secret police. You've never really spoken to her before. Her reports to your father were made in private.
You're staying?
She chuckles, earrings swaying. Only the Emperor can grant me permission to retire, or the Empress if you claim the throne.
Aren't I Empress already if my father's gone? Not until you are acclaimed by a majority of electors. You are Dragason's designated successor, but you must stand for a formal election before you can be crowned. That is not how monarchies typically work, but we're weird like that.
Which means our first priority is ensuring your safety. You don't have an oath-sworn bodyguard at this point, do you?
No.
Sorry.
No, just the regular guards.
Then I volunteer to stand as your bodyguard until a proper rotation can be established. If you wish it, I will sleep in your quarters and keep you safe from harm. She wants to stay in your bedroom? Your private sanctum? She's a stranger, and a stranger whose entire job is to snoop and spy. But it could be safer to have her present, if you feel that you can trust her. If not, you'd be volunteering for your own execution. Can you truly trust anyone in this palace? Yeah, let's accept Corundi's protection.
I accept your offer.
She says nothing, only nods.
It is probably best for you to sleep while you can. There will be little time for it in the future.
With the meeting broken up, you disperse into the hallway.
Princess Zorana, I was bound by your father to give you a message in the event of his death.
Yes?
Focus on your studies. The skills you gain can never be taken from you, and they may mean the difference between life and death for yourself and the Empire. Build a pool of trusted advisors as quickly as possible to strengthen your power base, but always remember that your own knowledge is more valuable than what you hear from others.
That's all? Nothing personal? No secrets? No final admissions that he loved you? Nothing?
You have been a weak, spoiled flower, but you are Dragosin's child, and if you survive, you will be Empress.
Spoiled? How dare you?
It was your father. It is what your father told me to say. Learn quickly.
He walks away. Wow, your dad really just absolutely dissed you through a proxy. Kind of fucked. Okay. Here you are, in complete control of your own life for the first time. What you choose to study will give you the skills you need to become Empress, or else doom you to a brutal fate. Okay.
End him.
I mean, he's just the messenger. Also, he's the only cat person we've seen. I don't want to kill the only cat person we've seen. You'll show them all. You have to. Now our mood is determined. I don't know what moods do. Okay. Once you've slept, and you must choose your first set of classes and begin your journey. Zorana can learn blah, 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 to get more information. Okay. So we've got different classes of classes, for lack of a better way to put it, and then the things that we learn in them. So like categories are interaction, combat, body control, gunnery, art, condition, domination, spaceships, emotion, stealth, environment, and engineering. It gives you a little breakdown. So your mood can either give you a bonus or can give you a penalty. Are dart guns big in this space future? Good question. Weapons which fire projectiles and darts. Maybe simple puncturing needles, but also carry drugs or poisons. Okay. We can't do art right now because we're determined, so none of these are available. We get a bonus on condition, body control, and engineering. I think reflex is probably a good call for not dying a lot of the time. So I think I'm gonna put a lot in that early on. Although maybe strength is another good one. Yeah, you know, we'll split the difference. All right, so we got a bonus. Normally it's 10, but we got an additional 5 because these are our bonus determined ones. Moosin! Moosin, how's it going? Welcome, Raiders. It is me, your friendly neighborhood cosmic horror, Fatagan. Well, I'd say, what have you been up to, Moosin? But I saw, and I gotta say, that was really cool and really awesome. And again, I am totally cool and totally normal about both Noir Moosin and Noir Hesper. I don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. Moosin kills redacted raid. Ooh, I didn't catch the end. I'll have to check. Wolfwings, my streams. They've merged. They're merging. Yeah, I will go back and watch the end. So please don't tell me too much. I wanna stay dumb, which is very easy for me to do. Glad you're joining us. I got through some magic earlier, and I made people watch me play far too much of a dumb deck to try and mill an entire library in one go. I did it eventually. And now we are playing Space Princess Zorana. Thank you for the shout out. I appreciate that. I am dumb and didn't do that right away. For anybody that is not following the amazing lumberjack, moose and monk, playboy extraordinaire. I forgot I was mod. Yeah, I stuck to it. It just seems like you should have a hammer in every channel, frankly. To be fair, I was mostly not watching. Also, I don't even know how that combo works exactly, so you can never use it against me, Hex of Hexagon. Not even once. So we just started this, and the long and the short of it is that we are a spoiled princess who has been living in boarding schools and blah, 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 and just basically got to spend the summer with her dad, the Emperor. Only now there's been an accident. The Emperor has gone missing, presumed dead. And now we are in line to be the Empress. And we have to survive to our coronation. If you've ever played the game Long Live the Queen, this is basically that, but in space. They are presuming that. Like, everyone basically assumes that the dude's dead, yeah. And, like, I don't presume it. I live by comic book rules, which is if there's no body, they're not dead. And even if there is, sometimes it's a life model decoy. Moosin, thank you for bringing everyone over here. I appreciate it. But you've been streaming for a while, bud. If you need to take a break, if you need to go relax, if you need to hit the hay, if you need to do anything, then buddy, do it. And yeah, you take it easy, okay? I got it. High five. Interesting. From the Steam page, it looks like a little like Princess Maker 2. Doesn't start at childhood like Princess Maker, though. Yeah, no, this is definitely a little bit more narratively focused. You know, this one is very, like, from a point where you're, like, surprised, but, like, you're a more of a person at that point. And it's got cool little mechanics that we'll go over. I'm also doing very dumb voices, so buckle up and hold in. Hold in? Hold on. I will remember how to speak, I promise. Once again, you lie in your bed. This time, sleep bubbles up easily. Your mind and body are exhausted from the stress of the day since your father disappeared. Holy crap! we just got through one. Ryusei Shining Heart. How are you doing? Hope that you are doing well. To all the raiders, Thank you so much for coming. To anybody that doesn't know me, I am your friendly neighborhood cosmic horror, Fatagan, and it is a pleasure to have you here. We are, after a little bit of mucking around in Magic the Gathering Arena, I have started Galaxy Princess Zorana, which is basically, if you've ever played Long Live the Queen, it's that in space. We are the princess of a galactic empire. We grew up in boarding schools and stuff like that, have only been with our dad for the summer, basically, and he has mysteriously vanished under circumstances that look like an accident. How many of y'all were multi-track drifting? Yeah, exactly. And now we are the next in line for the crown. So we have to continue our studies, make it to our confirmation and coronation, and not die. So, Ryusei, thank you so much for bringing everybody here. But if you need to hit it and quit it, if you need to raid and fade, if you need to insert some other rhyming thing that means get some rest, then please do so. But if you want to hang out, obviously you are more than welcome. I will be reading this, and I am doing the dumbest voices you can imagine. So let's dive back in. I know we just shouted out Moosin. Is it still timed out? Ube cheesecake. Oh, man. That sounds so good. I can't. Bonk and zonk. I like that. I like that so much. Hexavexagon. You rock. You're my... Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, but you're my favorite here. Don't tell them. It would absolutely crush them if they knew. That's why I've hit a button that makes it where you're the only person that can hear this. Oh no, I accidentally hit the button that makes it where everyone can hear it. I'm making the hungry Homer face right now. Oh. Slice of ube cheesecake. Oh. Fatagan, how could you? I thought what we had was special. Listen, you know I didn't mean it. You know you're the only one for me. Baby, don't go. Quick, a distraction.
Not.
Yes, I do have a nut button that I keep at my desk. Don't worry about it. All right, let's let me see if Oh, did you shout out? Were you saying right? Ah, you bean boozled me. I didn't even see that, Pred. You're too good. You're too powerful. Somebody has to stop you. But not really. Okay, let's dive back in. Was there a noise? Did something just fall over in your room? You're so tired. Something bumps against your head. You hear a scuffle and a scream? You activate the lights to find Korundi crouched over your head, over the body of a Hurricane woman, freshly dead. Her blood is smeared all over Korundi's clothing. Hold on, let's check our codex. because I don't know what a Herkin is. A hybrid between Mirkin and Heru. Commonly have light blue skin, ears with pointed tips that are less pronounced, colorful hair, and 6 wings. As with any hybrid, great variation is possible. Considered physically weak compared to other imperial species and are more commonly found in harems than in the military. Oh yeah, no. There is a lot of murder in this. Don't you worry. Like you can get murked on your way to the throne. The assassin has been dispatched, Your Imperial Highness.
Thank you.
We will remove the body and investigate her connections. I'll have someone clean the carpet in the morning. You watch in silence as Korundi and the guards carry the mysterious woman away. She was strangely dressed for an assassin. She looked much more like one of your father's concubines. Why would someone like that want to kill you? We're playing by Traveler rules. If Korundi hadn't been here, how are you supposed to sleep now? Every turn, you will have the opportunity to interact socially with characters who are present in your current location. At the moment, that's people in the Heavenly Palace. As well as visiting Korundi, the Thresher, you can also spend time with your pet, which will affect your mood. Your pet is a writhing, indistinct mass of darkness that likes to tear its prey apart before absorbing it. You only wish you could be that destructive, though large weapons do help. Choosing this pet gave you the starting skill in hiding and big guns. Hell yeah. What is your blot's name? Giblet, Amoebus, Goo, Malakaron, Ginu Gap Gap, Ginun Gap, Toby, Tina. It has to be, right? It has to be. Yes. Evil Slyman. Okay. Who do we want to hang out with? I kind of want to know more from Mazarin. I like that one too, Lance. That's a good one. You can close this dossier with the X button at the top right or the escape key on your keyboard. Mazarin, Emperor's Shadow, Male, Empire, race is Miro, not an elector, does not have an opinion. Let's visit him. You arrange to meet with your father's shadow outside his quarters. Mazarin looks rumpled, as if he hasn't been sleeping well, or perhaps he sees less reason to care for his appearance now that your father is gone. Is there something you wish of me, Princess Zorana?
How are you doing? Oh no, this might have been a shock. My reason for existing is no longer present. Would you call that a shock? I don't know what I'd call it. I don't know how to feel. You must rise above your feelings. Do not let them rule you. Duty is duty. Your duty is to learn and rule. I understand. Mazarin is not your friend. He does not want your comfort, and he isn't here to comfort you. If you will excuse me, I have many preparations to make. Yes, of course. He was your father's shadow, not yours. His time has ended. You must go on alone. Alright, so we used half of the time. Let's check out Karundi. Security alerts. Good day to you, Imperial Princess Zorana. I want to scrungle him so bad. My agents are not aware of any current threats to your personal security. Well, that's good at least. What did you find out about the woman who broke into my room? Who is she working for? Her name was Esmerée. She was a member of the Emperor's harem. According to my agents, she believed the Emperor was going to marry her and make her consort. His disappearance meant the end of her hopes. That may be what made her angry enough to kill you. How did she get into... Sorry. How did she get into my personal room? She obtained override codes somehow. We haven't been able to trace the vector. Esmerée was not a skilled hacker and not in contact with any known subversives. Her only notable society connections were to Zolot, Elector of Kedro, but he wouldn't have had those codes either. If you would do me a favor, please push the accents just a little bit more towards the Beatles. I don't know how good I am at that, but I can try. Kedro, one of the twin worlds in Sector Mirka 1. That's where you grew up. You've met Zolot socially before, though you don't know him well. We have rekeyed all the systems, of course. However, those codes leaked. They will no longer function. Well, whatever happened, it's dealt with now. At the end of each turn, you can choose an activity which will change your mood. How do you want to prepare for the turn to come? Alright, so we can review our schedule, which will push us into compliant, or we can make a list of enemies, which will push us into negative. Okay, if we go negative, then we won't be able to up our interactions. And we'll have a penalty on body control skill checks. Art will be higher. We'll have a penalty on condition.
I think I might go with compliant. Negative doesn't really have many things that it has boons from. You visit all the major palace departments, making sure you know what they need and you need to do tomorrow. The Thresher and the Vestark are waiting for you in the cabinet room.
Ah, Princess Zorana, I need to speak with you. News of the Emperor's death is traveling far and wide. I would expect that many nobles and diplomats will be contacting you shortly. In the meantime, your father was due to make a decision on extending the recapitalization thresholds for this FIVM's accretion tax. So now it falls to you. What the hell's a FIVM?
Timekeeping can be difficult. Every planet has their own blah blah blah. Small amounts of time are measured in splits and hours, which remain consistent. Imperial standard for longer periods of time is the FIVM, which is slightly less than 5 Novan years. FIVMs are always accreting. It's true, right? I don't know what that means. Was that better?
I suppose the Emperor did not consult with you on matters of high finance.
The Vestark regards you solemnly.
If you intend to claim the throne, you will need to begin making contacts and alliances. You need the support of the College of Electors in order to be proclaimed Empress. Every elector is a noble from one of the imperial worlds, each with their own interests and motivations. You will need to speak to them individually to win their support and make deals where you can. You are also in need of a new team of advisors. By imperial custom, you may not rehire any minister from the previous cabinet.
With certain exceptions.
The Thresher will always advise you on matters of intrigue. The High Pontifex will always take the role of spiritual advisor once you win her support. It is the same for your military advisor, the Star Admiral.
The High Pontifex and the Star Admiral aren't here right now. They have too many duties of their own to stay in the palace all the time. You'll have to seek them out. You now have knowledge skills. When you have access to an advisor, you can use their knowledge as if it were your own. Advisors will also help you train your knowledge, but a bad advisor can lead you astray.
You might win an elector's loyalty by offering them a position as your advisor. It is a great honor to join the Celestial Ministry. You might also consider winning someone's loyalty by making an offer of marriage.
Marriage?
Marriage alliances are traditional.
But you haven't even had your adulthood rights yet. You're still an adolescent, old enough to be betrothed, yes, but would you really want to barter away your future like that? Marriages are for life, unless you're certain British nobles. I'm going to bed. Almost fell asleep in my lap. Hey, have a good night. I hope you sleep well, Stoffemel. Take it easy.
As your father's heir, you provide direction for the Heavenly Palace. At your command, we will travel the Empire so that you can meet with your electors. It's also much to take in. You have enough to worry about with your classes.
Thank you. I will speak with you again later.
What should you study next?
Okay, so we have bonuses in interaction and gunnery, intrigue. Let's go with a double in etiquette. I feel like we're gonna need that early on to make good impressions. We're now student level etiquette.
Princess Zorana, here are the regular status reports. You eye the stack of papers with some dismay. The Imperial Harem has been cleared. All of your father's former concubines have been sent on their way with the appropriate gifts and thanks.
Some will no doubt wish to return for the official funeral, but for now it's safer to keep them away from the palace. We don't need any further disruptions.
That's probably for the best.
When is the official funeral?
Certain ceremonies to bless the Emperor's passage have been carried out already, but the full state funeral will not take place until a new ruler holds the throne. Until then, the Empire is guided by his spirit. That brings us to an issue which requires your attention. Mazarin, your late father's shadow, has not yet carried out the ceremony to end his life, as honor requires.
It wasn't his fault. It was an accident. There was nothing he could have done.
That does not matter. The Emperor's shadow must follow him into death.
Have you spoken to Mazarin?
He has confined himself to his quarters, fasting and vigil. He claims that he is waiting for the Emperor's body to be found before holding the ceremony.
Hard to cut your throat at your master's feet when the body is missing.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Mazarin's loyalty is not in question, but the Emperor's physical form may be forever beyond our reach. What are your commands, your majesty, your highness, your high majesty?
It can wait for now.
Monsieur Mazarin, would it rest easier if we could find the Emperor's remains? Until we have proof of the Emperor's fate or a new Emperor can take the throne, it is not a dishonor to wait. Very well, then.
You gather up the papers and hurry away to your room before you can be presented with any more problems. In your room, you check your messages and discover that you've got mail from some of your school friends. They give you their condolences about your father's death. Of course, the news must have reached across the Empire by now. It's been a season since you've seen any of your old friends, since your father called you away to the Heavenly Palace and named you heir in your brother's place. At school, your two dearest friends were Ksenia, and Vasily. Ksenia loved gauzy dresses that blow in the wind and make her look like a dramatic heroine. She's fascinated by rumors of magic and alien powers and knows more about your Novan heritage than you do. Oh, the yellow plushie over there? Yeah. Ksenia is also a far better student than you were, especially when it came to computers.
She loves finding out secrets and insists that the crystals she keeps by her keyboard gives her special hacking insight. She's enthusiastic, bubbly, and a bundle of energy. Vasily, on the other hand, is much more laid back. He's handsome, artistic, and prefers to charm his way out of a situation rather than do any actual work. He's quite intelligent when he puts his mind to things, but he'd rather use that intelligence to have a good time. Vasily always had devoted fans following him in his wake, and he was kind to all of them, but never seriously in love. As far as romance went, you had a crush on both of them. Variety is the spice of life, after all, and it was fun to flirt with your friends. You really miss them. For now, your social interactions are limited to the palace. You tear apart chunks of meat and throw them to the blot, watching them slowly dissolve in its gurgling grasp. If only it were so easy to make all your problems disappear. You stop by Mazarin's quarters to speak to him, but he won't open the door. You'll not leave until your father's body is found. Perhaps he's hoping to meet his end that way. In any case, it appears he's not willing to meet with you. Ah, what a bummer. What a waste. Let's write in our diary. So now we're sneakrative. You hole up in your room to record your most secret thoughts in your private diary. At the end of the turn, you can direct the Heavenly Palace to warp to a new location in the Celestial Empire. You must travel to each location to interact with their local electors during the social phase. Under each pinned location, you can see the votes up for grab in that sector. A dot indicates an unassigned vote. A check is a vote that supports you, and an X is a vote that opposes you. Right now, the Heavenly Palace can move only one warp gate jump per turn. You can travel to any of the 4 points directly connected to your current location. Additional movements can be unlocked with Science! You can view more of the map by dragging with the mouse, or by using the compass, arrows, and zoom buttons to the right sidebar to adjust the display. If you choose to stay put in a location instead of moving, you receive a bonus social action on the following turn, so you can talk to more people in your location. However, there aren't many people to talk to in deep space, so you should probably pick a new destination. Let's check out Mirka 1. That's where the assassin was from, right? Yee. Entering Mirka 1 sector. We have a problem. There's always a problem. Mazarin has disappeared. What? He stopped responding to messages when we overrode the security lockout on his quarters to see if he'd done his duty. We found them empty. How can an important political person, the Emperor's own secretary, the Emperor's own shadow, just disappear out of the place? Weren't you watching him? You never ordered surveillance on Mazarin. You said he was completely loyal. Your Highness, my agents have been more concerned with your safety than with the safety of Shadow, who was due to enter eternity in the near future anyhow. Well, did he die somehow? Did he make another warp portal to follow my father?
Our last report cited him heading from the hangar deck. It seems likely that he smuggled himself out of the palace on a spaceship. As the Emperor's Shadow, Mazarin was trained in a variety of techniques: stealth, surveillance, infiltration, hacking. He's quite hard to track. Has he gone rogue to save his own life? Or is there more to the story? Maybe he's looking for the Emperor. Maybe he found out something about the experiment. Maybe he's trying to throw himself through a warp gate to join the Emperor. If he took a one-man shuttle and flew into a warp gate, he would be obliterated without causing any harm to the palace. Speculation.
Princess Zorana, it falls on you to make a decision in Dragocene's place. What is your official response to the situation?
I don't want to draw attention to what Mazarin's done. It could be a scandal. Don't say anything, don't do anything, don't let everyone forget. Most likely we'll never hear from him again.
Very well.
At last, they leave you alone to plan your class schedule. Alright, so what do we got, Bono? We got stealth, we got spaceships, we got intrigue. Let's double up on that intrigue, baby. You learn to cross-reference intelligence files and understand alliances between individuals. You have completed student-level intrigue. Alright, we're about to go into an ad, so I'm gonna pause for now. We'll go to the burb screen, and after that, we'll start over. We'll start again. We'll continue. We'll keep going. Alright, see you after the Jeff Bezos Bone Zone, everybody. Later! Okay, we're back. Hopefully your time in the Jeff Bezos Bone Zone was not too bad. If it was, then allow me to provide you the enrichment that you crave and deserve after constant monetization, advertisement, corporate overreach. Let that be a balm to your soul in Gilead. Oh, yeah. It has been gripped, it has been ripped. The big dogs have hunted. You didn't get boned? Oh, excellent. Love to see it. Love to hear it. Okay. There are more messages of sympathy waiting for you in your mail queue. These condolences are labeled from your Novan family. What family? You don't know anything about your mother's relatives on Crystal Nova. Since she died, they've never visited or reached out to you in any way, as far as you know. They might have sent something for her funeral, but you were very young and you don't remember the details. Are her parents still living? Did she have siblings? Do you have cousins? You wonder for a moment and then decide that it doesn't matter. Crystal Nova is no part of your life. You are dedicated to the Celestial Empire. It's almost an insult that they would reach out to you now, considering. And then it hits you. This message isn't from some unknown cousin. It's from your brother. Prince Voshkot, your older brother. Like you, half Mirkin and half Novan. Unlike you, he held responsibilities from a young age. He was named heir to the Celestial Empire upon his birth. He blazed a trail through the top scholariums and led his squadron in military service. And then he turned traitor, stole a fighter, and defected to Crystal Nova. Ex-Prince Voshkot has a warrant on his head if he ever dares return to Imperial space. You haven't heard from him since. I miss him. Your ages and different upbringings meant that you weren't as close as some siblings, but he was still your brother. He used to visit you on Kedro and tell you stories. He escorted you to balls when you were too young for a proper partner. More importantly, if he were here now, then you wouldn't have to deal with all these politics. Voshkot was supposed to be the heir, not you. But he betrayed the Empire and ran away. You don't even know why. You don't have time to think about this now. You're an Imperial princess. You're busy. When you enter a new inhabited sector for the first time, there's a social phase. That turn social phase will be a reception to allow you to meet the local electors. Mirka Prime, the twin worlds, Kedro and Ondrau. The heart of the Celestial Empire. Your home. In many ways, your childhood felt like an exile. You were raised on a small Kedrau estate in the care of your duenna. While your brother was heir, you were never called on to attend your illustrious father in the Heavenly Palace. You were the second-string child, unnecessary, out of sight. And yet, you were an Imperial princess, attending schools with other children of wealth and power. Every Tresson you received invitations to anything from ritual sacrifices to operatic competitions. This cliff-top castle is nothing new. You have walked these halls before, and you know what shoes to wear. Tonight, you are the guest of honor. Every person of rank in the Twin Worlds is lined up to greet you and offer their sympathies, their respect, and a ceremonial gift. There is no time for anything more, not when you have so many waiting for even a moment of your attention. It is, of course, the 6 electors who are uppermost in your mind, 3 from Kedrau and 3 from Ondrau. This single sector is the pivot for the balance of power in the Celestial Empire. However, you cannot seek them out. You must wait for the cue to proceed as tradition demands. Yay, etiquette success! The protocol is a relief. It means you don't have to make any decisions about who to talk to first, and therefore risk offending one or another of the electors. Everyone will come to you in time. The primicers of the Twin Worlds take precedence, followed by the Kephales. They bow, they kiss the air above your hand. They present to you with an array of identical platinum coins stamped in your father's image. It is some time before the first of the electors reaches the head of the queue. Zolat of Kedro. You recognize him easily. He dresses for that effect. But you have never known him well. Too old to have been your friend, too young to have been a schoolmate's parent. Zolat's first husband has passed into eternity. He is here alone. He also had some kind of connection to Esmerai, the woman from your father's harem who tried to murder you in your sleep. There's no proof he was involved in any way, but he did know her. Say nothing. This is not the time to make a scene or antagonize an elector who might be innocent. He bows to you, wings fluttering with practiced charm. Alright, we need a good voice for this tall drink of winged water. What should we do for Zolat? It's gotta be something like he's gotta sound hot, right? Right? I'm right? Nathan explosion. That would actually be kind of funny. This pretty boy sounds like a death growl.
Your Imperial Highness, may the gods bring you favor.
He says nothing more than that, merely offering his coin to your attendants and withdrawing. You can't tell how he feels about you. The next elector to approach you is Corvos of Ondrau. He is the only one of the cohort that you have never met before, for the plain reason that he is far too young to take on the responsibilities of the position and has never been invited to any formal gala. You vaguely heard about the death of the regent of Ondrau's child elector last season. But shouldn't someone else have been appointed to the position? For Corvos to be here alone implies that he has stepped into the full role. Also, boy got tentacles. There is precedent for allowing adolescent heirs to take up positions when necessary. You yourself have not had your adulthood rights, but Corvos is only a child. It's most unusual. Hello, Your Majesty. Hello, Your Highness. How are you? dang. His manners might be acceptable at a child's party, but they're totally wrong for this occasion. He ought to address you as Imperial Highness. Tolerate the mistake. He is such a young little boy, younger than you, and he's all alone. You can be generous. Oh, very well, thank you. He grins and hands over his coin. A happy birth star. It's not my. Oh, never mind. The little boy wanders off, his task complete. You can't tell how he feels about you. The next elector who approaches is Vater, also of Ondrau. He's an older male who never married and has no children that you know of. He's always seemed kind. Alright, Vater. Failing basic empathy every day, relatable AF. Alright. What do we want, Mr. Catman? Trying to think of, I kind of want to give him like a Brooklyn accent. Have a kindly old man. Okay. Your Imperial Majesty, it is my great pleasure. Okay, no. We'll go with the. I know what to do. Your Imperial Majesty, it is my great pleasure to see you here tonight. I hope to see you carry on the legacy of both your parents. Both? Did he know my mother? Of course. He must have. Better than I did. He bows, offers up his gift, and moves out of the way so that the next guest can proceed. You don't know how he feels about you. It's the combination of Mayor Quimby and JFK from Clone High. Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. Ah! After a few other senators have come through, the next elector to approach is Lucomir of Kedrau, scion of a long line of politicians and very familiar to you. The academy you attend until recently lay within the territory he represents, and he was a frequent speaker at graduation ceremonies. Oh man, the abandoned pools. Oh god, see, Hexamexagon, this is why you're good people. This is why you and me, we've got the brain thing. I didn't even notice the freckle constellation. That's very cool. Lucomir is in attendance with his wife, both impeccably dressed save for his ever uncontrollable hair. He looks at you stiffly, then bows, offers up his coin, and withdraws without speaking a word. That's worrying. But you don't know any better, you dumb idiot. The next elector is a MILF. The next elector appears before you. Appear before you is Ixil of Ondrau. She is notable in Twin World society for her large number of acknowledged children, one of whom attended your academy a few forms ahead of you. You were hoping Fere would be here tonight, but there's no sign of her or her siblings. I think all the whatever they're calling Evas. She looks like she runs a but then These are the guests of highest prestige. Heirs and offsprings rank lower and must be further back in the queue. Ixil stands by her husband's side, smiling at you. Oh, what's a good voice for her? Hello, Your Imperial Highness. You're looking well under the circumstances. Under the circumstances? Is that an insult? We're very sorry for your loss. I know this time may be difficult for you. Please call on my household if you have any need. Thank you. They present their gift to you and leave, smiling. I don't know shit still. The last of the electors to make an appearance is Milan of Kedrau. You are surprised to see him attending alone. Perhaps his wife is unwell? She is much older than her husband, after all. Equally unusual, Milan appears to be entirely sober, which is not his typical demeanor at social gatherings. Perhaps this is a show of respect. Your Imperial Majesty. He thumps a fist on his chest. Glory to your line. Yeah, he's got a mech arm. You nod in acknowledgement and he hands over his ceremonial coin. Until another meeting. He marches away with purposeful motion, his back straight. You don't know shit. That is the last of the electors, but certainly not the last of the guests. A long evening stretches ahead of you. Of course, there is one more vote to be cast within the sector. However, its holder is not the sort of person you can expect to wait in line to pay her respects to you. If you wish an audience with the High Pontifex, you will have to approach her as a supplicant. For now, you must raise your chin and look regal. Holy Jesus. That voice was Chad version of Broxton. It was my best Patrick Warburton that I could try. I'm not good at Patrick Warburton, but yes, I was going for a Brock Sampson. Go ahead. Make my day. Bader. Okay. Organize your closet. Or brood somewhere quietly. Let's go for determined again. You sort through your belongings, carrying some away to storage and organizing others to be more convenient for your use. It helps to clear your head. It wasn't bad if I could pick out exactly the voice actor. I mean, it can be bad and you can still pick out the voice actor. Okay. Let's stay put. Your screen is chiming incessantly. Someone on your contact list is trying to call you. Hello? Sorry. Hello? Alright, this is Vasily. This is our fuckboy friend. I need a good fuckboy voice for him. Hello, Zorana. Chad Brock Sampson is just the tick. I'm gonna give him my best attempt at a this is what a Mormon housewife written erotica novel slash romance novel expects this character to sound like. Hello, Zorana. Vasily, hello? Zinnia pushes her way into view. Alright, now I need a good voice for her. Zorana! We're here to support you in your hour of need. Well, we're not here yet. I mean, we're here, but we're not there here. But we could be, if you want. If you want. What? What she's saying is that we would like to visit you in the Heavenly Palace, if that's not an imposition. You shouldn't be all alone at a time like this. And you shouldn't have to deal with entertaining us or trying to look the right amount of sad if that's just more stress for you. However, if you would enjoy a distraction, and the hugs and the chance to show off all your stuff, then we will happily fly out to see you. Do you want to see our friends? They, at least, don't want anything political from you, probably. But you're still pretty overwhelmed with everything you need to manage here. Do you have time to play hostess? What do you think? Should we have a quiet visit? Have a big party? Or I can't right now. I think I want them to show up. I just don't know whether we should have a big gala or if we should keep it low-key, you know? I'm thinking low-key. Accept homies. Yes, accept homies. Homies accepted. Friendship engaged. Friendship activated. Commence emotional healing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a quiet visit. I would love to have you visit, but it may not be that exciting. Everything's in turmoil around here. That's fine. We're happy to be with you. We'll see you soon. Okay. All right. Okay, so we've got student level in strength and reflexes now. Hopefully that'll keep us alive. You wait for your friends to disembark. Zorana! She runs up and throws her arms around you in a hug of greeting. Vasily follows more sedately, not laying a hand on you in this very public environment. How are you? Have you been sleeping okay? You look tired. What have they done to you? She fusses over your hair while you try to explain about the election and the need to assemble a team of advisors. That must be very difficult, putting your fate in the hands of strangers you cannot trust. Yeah, hey, that's a marvelous idea. What is? We could be your advisors. I know a lot of other galactic cultures, and Vasily knows all about art and stuff. And then you'd have people on your team that you can trust. Also, if if you appoint us to your cabinet, then we'd be assigned quarters in the palace and could stay here longer. Otherwise, we could only visit for a tresson. I love the pause process. What does this sound like in Beatles? Yeah, I was just like, I don't know how to E in Beatles. I don't know. Don't decide anything right away. We would be happy to help, even if it's only for a little while. But you have many responsibilities. If you want to make those plans, we can talk later. That's right. For now, you need to show us around the palace. Okay. Should probably make number 1 going to visit Space Pope. You submit a request for an audience with the High Pontifex and wait anxiously for a response. Even an imperial princess cannot command the attention of her all-holiness. At last you are granted permission to travel to the surface of Kedro and enter the Basilica of Shadows. You are guided to a small chamber where you wait for a private audience. A pair of aides open the door and lower their eyes as the princess enters, then steps away without speaking. As High Pontifex, Ethexe is not dedicated to the service of a single deity, but presides over the Mirkan faith in general. She may officiate or instruct at any temple if she so chooses. That is why her title is Her All-Holiness. You gracefully sink to one knee, acknowledging her authority. Alright, what should Space Pope sound like? What's a good voice for Space Pope? Spope. Spope on a rope. Okay. Yes, strength be with you. And also with you. I have come here to humbly request your support and your blessings for me and to succeed my father to the celestial throne as he wished. Will you join the celestial ministry as my spiritual advisor? You reach for a crown of stars, but the blood and the soul of the American people lie here under the stones, older than the Empire, older than flight. Half your blood is foreign, but you were raised and educated here on Kedrau, correct? Yes, in the Ishinka Academy. But where is your faith? Where is your soul? Do you understand your tears? Do you offer your tears to Gamma June for wisdom? Or do you dance for your mother's good lady? You don't know all the names of the Novan goddesses, or which of them might be titled the good lady. Your mother certainly never passed any faith on to you. You were raised in the American faith and made all the proper offerings, but you can't really be described as devout. Religion has never been a priority for you, and you don't spend much time thinking about it. Still, it's all you know.
I'm American, not a Novan. The High Pontifex takes hold of your chin and stares deeply into your eyes. Your faith is shallow, weak, untested. Ethexe takes a step back, regarding you impassively. Princess Zorana, as Empress, it would often fall to you to enforce the law, should other channels prove insufficient. As you should already know, pledging oneself to the priesthood is a bond for life, like marriage. It cannot be undone.
What would you do if you were presented with a priest who had tried to flee his duty and disappear back to his civilian life? What remedy would you propose?
Oi.
What does she want from you? Does she want you to hear that you are ruthless, or does she want to judge how clever you can be? Oh God, I'm dumb.
The priest has offended the gods and must pay in blood. They should be flogged in a temple as punishment. So if they break a lifetime vow, they face a punishment and then the matter is forgotten. Not forgotten, but I don't know. Interesting. She falls into silent contemplation. You are young, and your path is uncertain. You must seek a sign of favor from the gods. How do I do that? I will give you your dispensation to enter into a ritual starfall match. We will see which direction Fortune's blade will slice. Starfall is a popular sport among Americans, but quite rough. Star-tipped javelins are thrown from player to player along the length of a field to reach the goal. A player holding a spear may not run, but must quickly sight and throw the star to a teammate. There is an exception. Any player who is pierced by the falling star is allowed to run with the spear still driven into their body. Striking one of your teammates in this way also scores an immediate point, even if the blow turns out to be fatal. Professional Starfall players are highly paid and have legions of screaming followers, but they all know that every match might be their last. Oh, it's murder netball. Got it. The sport is also played religiously for divination purposes, and there the injury rate is even higher. Your academy put you all out on the field once or twice as part of your regular exercise routine, but with the star replaced by a puffball, so many special safety rules that not even a nose was broken. That was no preparation for a serious match. As for the deeper strategy of the game, you don't have a clue. Test your fate and then return to me. Thank you, your all holiness. It's a dangerous task, and the support of the High Pontifex could be very influential among the American nobles. How badly do you want it? You don't know how she feels about you because you're dumb as a bag of hammers. Okay. With that, I think I might call it there. Spope loves murder sport.
Okay. All right. Anamanaguchi. Okay, let's see who we got on, what we got going on, what's good, where's good, how's good. I know who we should raid. Valyria the Dragon is playing a fun game that I love called Sucker for Love. All right, and hey, I have an emote that we can use. So if you want, I'll have that as the raid message. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I really appreciate it. This was a really good evening. But Valera is amazing, and can't wait to hop over there. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. This has been Look Who's Photogin. And I am just really grateful that I get to hang out with everybody. So you have a good one. I'll catch you next time. Later.